Welcome back to the garage. We're going to be working on the Sportster again, and today I'm going to tackle the exhaust. Mentioned previously in another video, I picked up this little shorty muffler off of Amazon. I think it was like 50 bucks. It does have a little bit of fiberglass packing in here with it's got a pretty straight through design, to be honest. But I'm going to be adding some additional baffles to this because I do want the bike to be fairly quiet, especially for the places I'm planning on going. I don't need to be loud, and it'll probably save my eardrums riding around town as well. So before I can really get started, I need to start measuring up the exhaust on the bike now, figuring out where I want to cut it, and where exactly I want to mount this guy. The garage is a little full today. The FRS is in here. It's supposed to start snowing today, and I've been trying to spare this car from the winter abuse this year. I'm just trying to save it from all the salt up here in Ohio. So I'm going to be trying to work in the corner today. I don't believe I'll be doing much welding today. Well, I think I'm going to call it for tonight. I've been out here for quite a while. It's about 9 o'clock at night right now, so far I think it's pretty alright. So I'll see you guys the next day. Well, we're back in the garage. I guess I can pick up where I left off and keep going on the exhaust, try to get this sorted out today. It's definitely snowing again today, so yesterday I stopped and had to go out and plow the driveway, and supposedly we're supposed to get 3 more inches today, so we'll see how long this lasts. At least I got somewhere to be and something to work on. Well, this is the exhaust so far. I'm pretty pleased with it actually, considering this is my first time ever doing anything like this. This is basically a slip joint, so whenever I take this off, I can take the whole muffler off and take it off in sections if I want. This is a little too big for this section, so I actually clearanced it a little bit, so there's just enough room to clear the oil tank. Might beat it in a little bit more actually. What I didn't count on was this is actually aluminum, so I couldn't weld onto it, so I had to come up with an alternative method. I did not want to drill into the frame because I thought about doing a riv nut or welding a nut inside of it, and instead I had this lying around, so I decided to weld it onto the frame. That way if I wanted to take it off, I could just grind it off and cut it off and grind it down, paint it, and you never know. I've seen this done before on other bikes, and kind of a good method, and it's actually it's pretty tucked in pretty far. This is kind of a lot going on here, but it's actually completely open through here. This pipe funnels in and this one stays open and curves in. This whole back piece, this little swoop here, is mostly just for support. I like the new cover, the new wheel. I actually have heat wrap coming. I'm going to wrap this entire exhaust all the way back, and I'm also going to paint it all some high temp black. I'm going to try to get that all buttoned up, so I'm going to actually prep a lot of this and paint it off camera, and when I get the heat wrap in, I'll record myself doing the heat wrap, and then hopefully a sound test. It snowed about 3, maybe 4 inches today while I've been in the garage, so I'll definitely be waking up and plowing the driveway instead. I like it. And best of all, I have a lot more room for my boots. I can tuck my legs in a lot more now. Whereas before, it was probably a good 2 to 3 inches out further. And now I can tuck it in further. I would have liked this to have been more in, but I didn't want to conflict with the brake line. I really don't have anywhere else to run it. This looks good. It's sturdy. I'm very happy with myself actually. Alright, see you guys when I get more parts in. Alright, welcome back. It's a new day, and I've got the exhaust all painted up, mounted up. I'm ready to push it out in the driveway and see if we can't get this started up and see what it sounds like. I'm pretty excited. Alright, we're back in the garage. This is cooled off now. I really liked the sound of the bike. I was actually very surprised how deep it was. It was a lot deeper than the metallic-y, tinny sound from before. I still think I'm going to do a baffle, so I've actually ordered another baffle to put inside of here. Other than that, everything held up alright. I didn't really see any leaks. Now I get to pull it off one more time, and we're going to wrap it up. Well, I think that's going to be it for this episode finally. I've compiled a lot of footage and I'm going to condense it down really quick for this episode. I know I could have probably broken these up into a couple, but it just didn't feel right to break it up that much. I wanted it to be a start to finish. First time ever using heat wrap. I'm pretty pleased with it. It was actually really easy to use. This is titanium heat wrap. It actually doesn't require to be wetted. You just put it on. It's good to go. I did double wrap the center section here and back here just to stop as much heat as I could coming out. And then I added a heat shield from the previous exhaust on here so that my boot would not rub into it and tear it up over time. I love the way it looks. I'm super proud of this. It's not exactly probably what I had in mind, but with what I had available, I'm more than pleased with. I especially am excited to hear what the new little baffle sounds like. It's currently -1 degrees outside, so I don't think I'm pushing the bike back outside again. Maybe in another episode. Let me know what you think I should do next. I'm actually torn between doing my crash bars next, or I'm actually thinking of redoing my luggage rack situation back here, particularly my saddlebag situation. I do have a Rotopax for spare fuel, and I'm debating on where I want to mount it. I think I might make a designated mount for it on the side of the bike. Let me know what you think about that. I'm kind of leaning towards it. I'd like it to be in the rear. And this one's narrow enough where I could actually also throw my saddlebags over it. So this would sit on the inside. So I really wouldn't notice it there as much. With that said, if you guys have watched this far, I truly appreciate you watching these. I hope you're enjoying this. I'm having a lot of fun learning and making these parts as I go and learning new skills. So again, thank you for watching, and until next time, take it easy.